be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Ramirez versus Jordan.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Ms. Ramirez, you have dragged your ex-boyfriend to court because you are tired of him denying your 4-month-old daughter, Mila. And you're hoping today's results will make him finally step up. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jordan, you claim to have evidence to prove that you were nowhere near the plaintiff during the time of conception, and therefore you cannot be Mila's biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Ramirez, you say Mr. Jordan does nothing for Mila?
He was not there for the pregnancy. He wasn't there for the birth. He's never provided diapers, wipes, formula, nothing. I take care of not only her, but my other 2 children as well, by myself. No help, and there hasn't been help for at least over 2 years now.
Are you avoiding responsibility, Mr. Jordan?
No, Your Honor. I'm just here to prove that Mila's not my baby. She's a liar, like pathological liar. And we have 2 other babies together, and I've taken care of Levi and Adrian. Like, I've stepped up. I've changed their diapers. Like, Adrian was here for 7 months. I took care of him. So, like, I do everything for them.
You hadn't seen him in over a year. The last time you came was
That's
last
because you don't
week.
let me. What you mean? You don't let me.
No, because you're broken. You don't have the money to come down.
Well, that's got nothing to do with anything, bro. I'll be there.
So, Mr. Jordan, tell me about the relationship around the time you found out Ms. Ramirez was pregnant.
Well, the relationship was non-existent. I had moved on. So there was no, we kept in touch every now and then because I have 2 kids with her. And I just called for the kids. But besides that, I had moved on, and there's not much to it besides that.
So you were already living in another state and had moved on.
Yep.
Which is why you say you are not Mila's biological father.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
But, Ms. Ramirez, if Mr. Jordan was living in a completely different state, you've testified he didn't have any money to come back.
Well, the week he had came to visit.
And that's how you know. That's how you know it's for the money. Has to be for the money. Because that's the first thing she made light of. You can't come down, you don't got no money. I'm pretty sure he could have found the ride if he's talking that confident in himself. But let's keep listening.
Visit, he was coming down with a friend. And during that time, we were having unprotected sex.
Please be seated.
So, but that was, and I had told him that I wanted another child with him. And he's even said that, if a woman says that, if they want another child or a child with him, that he feels the need that he has to.
What?
That's not true, bro.
Yes, he
no,
has.
Don't pay attention to that. But, Your Honor, I just want to say also, when I broke up with her, I had found, like, sex messages with other dudes. That was, like, when I decided to, just cut it all off. Like, I didn't even entertain her anymore.
No, that had happened after he had told me he was sleeping around with other women. He sent me pictures. He sent me messages. He's even told me what kind of positions they would do. Like,
now that's taking co-parenting to another level. We don't need that. That's TMI. So, Ms. Ramirez, when do you say he came to see you?
He came on the 19th. It was a Monday. He had came at night. His friend was dropping him off.
And you submitted that calendar to the court?
Yes.
Let me take a look at that calendar. Mila was born December 6th.
Yes, that's correct.
And you say you had sex with Mr. Jordan the entire week of March 18th through March 24th.
Yes, the whole week. Unprotected sex.
And this is the week you say you got pregnant.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Jordan, if we count back, that looks like it adds up.
Nah, Your Honor, that's not. She's lying. Because I have proof. I have proof right here that I was in Georgia. I got a pay stub. If I could submit this from.
Yes, I'd like to see that. Jerome, will you hand me that evidence, please?
Yeah.
So this is proof that
I was working in Georgia.
you were working in Georgia. This is a check for you, Elias Jordan, dated the 22nd of March, 2018. That's the week you say, Ms. Ramirez, he was down there with you.
He had said that he was going to receive his other check late, so that could be the reason for the date.
There's no way I can be the dad. No way.
So, Ms. Ramirez, is there any chance your timeline was off?
No, not at all.
Or you were with anybody else?
A week after he left, I did sleep with someone else. So, but that was literally a day and a half later when I took a pregnancy test.
Your Honor, there's no way. And on top of that, she said that she had actually slept with someone before and she thought she was pregnant by another guy when she was talking on the phone. So
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I never said that.
What did she tell you, Mr. Jordan?
She told me that she thinks that she was pregnant with some guy. Like, she just happened to tell me. I'm like, okay, well,
I never said that.
that's what she said.
No, I didn't.
So, Mr. Jordan, you say you brought a witness that would prove that you are not Mila's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Jerome, I'd like to hear from that witness.
It got to be his new girlfriend.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
State your name for the court, please.
I'm Amari
And what's your last name, Amari?
Gilliard.
Gilliard. Thank you, Miss Gilliard, for joining us. How do you know Mr. Jordan and Ms. Ramirez?
I met him first and foremost, of course, and ended up being his babysitter for his second child that he has, Adrian, for a few months, actually, while he was in Georgia.
But now you're dating him and actually having his other baby, right?
So, how do you know Mr. Jordan is not Mila's biological father?
I knew more certainly when she herself told me. She asked us to stay with the boys and that she's gonna take Mila to go see her dad. She didn't say, oh, this might be the dad. She said, I'm going to take Mila
I've
to
always
see her dad.
said
He's
that
gonna
there's
give me
other
money for
possibility.
her, and that he wants to see Mila.
No, I only
So-
took her to see him once, and I've
Yeah, the judge caught it. The judge caught it. You caught it. You definitely caught it. This shorty is out for the money. She's out for the money. Y'all can say whatever you want. She is out for the money. She ain't coming for nothing else but the fun. It's crazy behavior how you're using your kids. And if I say you're using your kids, I'm wrong.
I've
See who?
to see the other possibility. No, I've like I've said, there was the other possibility. I've been upfront with the both of them that there was another.
You have not testified to that in this courtroom.
But I had said that I slept with him. That he is another possibility, but it's like a 95 to 5%.
What math are you doing in here? They always call it the new math, Jerome. This is some new math you doing. Because you sat up there and presented a calendar as evidence, and nowhere on the calendar was there a color for the other guy. That means in this courtroom, you believe, and it's your assertion that he wasn't a possibility. So what's really going on?
No, I've even told him that he's a possibility. I've
Told you she is here for the fun. She ain't come for nothing else but the money. What are you talking about? And not to sound fucked up, you are calling her out, but this is why I say you should be like, just say it. You're here for money. You're using your kids for money. Like, I'm sorry, but that's the truth. You're using your children for money. How else am I supposed to look at it? Because if that was the case, what are you doing, right? That you would have to do all of this just to make sure of what? To make sure of what? If you're not doing it for the money, then what are you doing it for? Can't be for the kids, because you wouldn't be doing this. You would be more thinking of advancing instead of weaseling.
told both of them that he is only a possibility.
Your Honor,
I've never said that
I also found a photo on social media, you know, where she's like taking a picture with the baby and this man, and I found it on there. So, yeah, I have
You
it.
found a photo?
Yes, ma'am. I have it right here.
Jerome, let me see that evidence. So this is a picture of Miss Ramirez, Mila, and then the other guy?
Yes,
I've
Your
never
Honor.
posted that.
Well, this looks like a family portrait. Does he believe he's Mila's biological father?
He knows he's a possibility. That's what I've told him. He's only a possibility.
So, Ms. Ramirez, tell the truth, because do I even need to go to this envelope? I mean, you talking in circles so much, I'm getting dizzy.
She's not smart enough. Like you just with that statement alone, she just said, you know, she's not smart enough. She says she's basically saying you're the father, but he is possibly the father. No, they're both possibly could be the father because you was having sex with them at the same time. So how the fuck is he the father? But you could what? It don't. That is not. She's not smart enough for the conversation, bro. She's not. Because if she don't see that part alone in herself, not even everybody, in herself, you shouldn't be having kids.
What is the truth?
The truth
This looks
is,
like a man holding his baby.
he's not the father. Like I said, he's just a possibility.
Mayans. She came for the mayans, yo. She came for that money. She will use her kids to get that money. She's not smart enough. She shouldn't even be having sex much less kids. Why the hell was I just tongue-tied about that? No clue. Make sure y'all leave a comment, though.
So listen, okay, Ms. Ramirez. Okay, Ms. Ramirez. All of this just seems like a plot. And it's like you're mad that he's now sleeping with the babysitter and got her pregnant. No, I mean, I'm keeping it real.
No, I'm not mad about it. We have been over for quite some time, and you know it is what it is. I just want the results to show. Well,
So if you've been over for quite some time, why are you all plotting to have babies together?
it was kind of a heat of the moment thing, you know. Old feelings came back, and just
For you.
Well, Mr. Jordan,
not
you
what you were
slept
saying
with
when you
her.
were saying you missed me.
So
Talk to him, Judge. I know you trying to get your ha-ha moment right now, my boy. But you a dummy, too. Fuck you mean? You out here telling her that you know that she is speaking some type of facts because of the things she is taking her shots at. You feel me? Like people say, especially when they're arguing back and forth, like some of the sentences, or at least deep inside the sentences, it be true. Like I believe that he was sitting there telling them that he obligated to give women babies. But he wasn't saying any woman. He was just saying her, but masking it as any woman type shit when he was just only talking about her. Or he could even be lying in the moment to get some ass. He could. Dudes are like that. But this whole shit will be mainly his fault. Legitly. Be mainly his fault. Only the reason why I'm saying that is because you have to go after the woman, my boy. And if she came after you, I don't know the full story. If she came after you, then I'm wrong. But if she didn't go after you, you didn't vet her well enough.
I know your new girlfriend is here, but she's the mother of 2 of your other children. So there's something about her you like a lot.
Yeah, you just slept with me when you guys came and visit.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
All right.
Wait, what did you say?
That he slept with me when they came to visit.
No.
Just recently, 2 weeks ago.
Your Honor, when we went to visit,
Twice.
Elias was with me every single day. The one time he was without me was for about 5 minutes in my field of view the entire time.
The day she actually took care of our kids in the car while I went to go pay for a hotel, we had went into the hotel to go check it out. Yeah. And then not only that, but when you guys were at the mall, when I came down for my break, and he went to the car to go get their bottles and stuff. Yeah. That's when we did it too. Yep. In the car.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
she's just trying to break us up. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
she's
And
been
doing
trying
that,
to
bro.
do that for a while. I know what she's up to. She's a very emotional and petty female, and you're saying you don't want this to be his baby, and you're telling us that this is a possibility. What female puts a possible father on the last name on a baby? That wouldn't be me.
But Miss Gilliard, I absolutely agree with what you're saying, but I do think we have to acknowledge that there are so many factors at work here.
Oh, yeah.
You know why she gave Mila his last name. Because in her mind, that's her man, and you the babysitter until you now came and stole her family. That's really the dynamic that's at work here.
Yeah.
So there's really not going to be much you can do well in her eyes. I mean, look, you're a beautiful girl, I'm going to be honest. Most women wouldn't hire nobody as cute as you to be the babysitter. Hello, am I lying? Okay, I only tell the truth here. Mr. Jordan, what are you hoping for? You know you're at least somewhat of a possibility.
I mean, if Mila's my child, I'm going to step up just like I have for my other two kids. But
You mean do nothing?
no, I do a lot more. If you let me see them.
You FaceTime them
Like-
a lot, and I do that because I want you a part
she
of their
takes
life
that
because that's
To the
important.
fullest extent, she has all the rights to the kids. She doesn't.
Why are you getting upset, Miss Ramirez?
I know what it's like not to grow up with a father. I grew up in the foster care system, and that's why I try so hard for 2 years for him to FaceTime him. I make sure that he's,
You don't let me.
you know, yes, I do.
You don't. Like I said, she played herself.
Well, listen, only you two know, but we sense. I'll let it be. And I think the only way we're really going to get down to the bottom of this and figure out how to move forward is to get the results. Jerome, I'm ready for the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Ramirez versus Jordan,
I know. I'm sorry. Y'all was probably just getting into it, right? I need y'all to leave me a comment. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. Leave me a comment. Should I give my final? Nah, I'm not. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna give my final commentary now, and that way when y'all hear it, because I don't know what it is either. The whole story, I feel like he's in the wrong for the Max part of it because he out here playing games with Shorty. You feel me? Yes, she has something wrong with her head. You can clearly see that because she can't even tell the difference between a possibility and certainties. The judge was really hitting on some valid points. You feel me? I know she can't be biased in the situation, but I never really understand how some people say it's biased to when you're not even ripping somebody a new one, but telling somebody about themselves. I don't see how that's biased because you can tell both people as they start with that little tit for tat shit. You don't have to say that because y'all not here for that. And you don't have to say that because, again, y'all are not here for that. And then if they say anything that's viable, I'm like, yo, that's some crazy work that you got going on over there. You should be a better person than that. You know, that should be allowed. But I'm not a judge. I can't tell what's allowed. But let's get back to it so we can get y'all out of here.
when it comes to 4-month-old Mila Jordan, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Jordan, you are the father.
I would have never believed it. Real talk. I would have never believed it.
I don't know the results, but I saw that one coming through like a Mack truck.
That was the final part. I thought he wasn't going to be the pops. I mean, there wasn't really damning evidence, but she was out here doing shit. Like, I don't know what the judge would have said after that. Hopefully she did, like, tell Shorty off, because it's like, yes, he is wrong for what he did, wrong for denying and all that, but he wasn't wrong because there was a reason to deny. You feel me? But I could only speak for one side. I'm a guy.